let you to get up and pray for us. February 2021, Nimba County Women Against Gender-Based Violence meeting. Anybody, you can get there and pray for us. Praise the Lord. Amen. Praise the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. All right. And so, Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, that you will say thank you for bringing us together. As you have brought us together, King of Glory, we invite your presence. That we are here to discuss issues concerning women. As we have come back, commit every activity that will be here today. Lord, that you will successfully carry us through. Bring total understanding, peace, and love between us as we have together. We pray for your direction. We pray, Lord, that you will lead us through. In Jesus' name. Amen. We thank our sister for a powerful prayer. We thank you, everybody. Go ahead. The second item, weapon remark. That will be done by a man and it will be pure. We know women. We know women. Men. Women don't say that. Do something about it. Hello, women. I will stand here, mommy, and it will be pure. I'm the mother of Nimba County. And the Nimba County women, they show us love. So I have to raise one song about love for women to love, for us to love one another. Because the women, when we play the thing, the women say, no, it will be better for us to go launch the program to our mother, our sister, our friend, and I love the show. Yes. You already know our love song. Nimba County has
So this is Karnplay. We're coming to you live from Karnplay from the Rural Women Hall at the Liberia. This is a program in collaboration with Rescue Women Liberia funded by the EU. And so we are here today. So keep sharing this live. My name is FNC Bawi, and we're coming to you live and direct from Karnplay Nimba County. Thanks to all who have joined us. Just keep sharing this live.
Mekano tolo kazo di waka de tolo kazo to kan kazo ka bo mun pa odo pa de pie de to ye to bo di ya sa de yu ka jiro agba pa so pa odo ka mun ka pa di bo ma kazo mekano tolo di agbo menu saka sa ka no kazo de to ka kazo ko ne yiun pa ya ka wa ka dogo ka bi no sa so kazo do. Thank you, Nimba County women. Thank you for the welcome introduction of the guests. Just now, oh, okay. The group song by the rural women. The group song by the rural women.
So if you are just joined us, we are coming to you live from Karnplay Nimba County. This is sponsor program Rescue Women funded by the So if you are just joined us and you are not understanding the dialect, this is the Pure dialect from Nimba County. It's one of the tribes of Liberia. And we are saying the suffering of women should end. So this is all about what is happening here. So for the on behalf of all of us, we say you are welcome to this broadcast. This is Nimba TV. Keep sharing. We are close to the Arboretum Bowl in Karnplay here in Liberia, Nimba County. By the way, the representative of this place is Representative Joseph Swale. This is District Number 3, Nimba County.
I know you can't call no. Just sit down for and listen. Introduction of the guest. That will be done by Chestnut's one. Hallelujah. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. And all protocol observed and 14. I want to take this time and welcome all of you that came on this unique program. I'm very excited today to see our people. Our guests today for this program, they are no one else. We get our energetic man, woman. One half man, half woman. We call him man, woman. Yes, no one else but Emmanuel A. Tati, the PO for this program. Someone to get Ruth D. Kabla. So you're welcome. Then we get Helena D. Duo. So you're welcome. Then we get our B. Now TV here with us. And our women, the great women of Nimba that added to this program that came here today. With one person is, we call her Maye Dan. We call the UN women in District 1. Then we get our potential lady. For me, I the old lady for them, but they are my young guys then. We say, Ma, comfort, long life story so far. Long story. See how lady for the concerned women. Then we get Ma Musu, small girl, Ma Musu. We get Ma Benu. And it's more people that are calling them. Then we get our old man. You see her, you say yes. She the old man for us. We call her Ma Jamali Do. Then the next person that next to them are one small woman. They call her Justina Zwo. So, my people, I tell you thank you. And these are the people that came for the meeting. And one part, we get all the women. We get one chanting when she talk. Everybody listening. We call her Helena. Ellie. From Tani Bell. Ellie Nyankwe. Don't sorry for that man. Then the last but not the least, the people that in the power. You know the people that in the power. That they want to get the power, they know. So she know one else, but Elena say. So we say thank you and thank you for the program. Thank you. We want for everyone of you to be attentive and listen for what we hear for today and hear and know and do what you will hear to go do it in your community, in your surrounding, in your town, in your heart. So thank you for listening.
You come here again. Yeah. Before I know the meeting, just not do it again.
My people, you're here. The purpose of the meeting for today, now everybody left their basic questions that today is nothing else. The purpose of the meeting is that, like Nimba Women, this organization is called Nimba Women Against Gender-Based Violence in Liberia. In Nimba, in our house, in our community, in our town, in our village. If the women decided to give their petition to the stakeholders of this county, of this country, that what expecting the women to give their plight to the women, to the people of Nimba, to the stakeholders. So if you are here, that you don't know, you don't understand, here you will understand the purpose and whatever of the meeting. Why you are here today, you will know it. So this program is sponsored by the European EU. So you are not lost. Your being here today, it will bring a great success, a great development to our county. Because women have been have been marginalized for long. Women want to participate in every form of politics, in decision making. We all set up across the board. This is why we are here. So before then, we will call on Madam Heretta Josh, the program director, to read the history of this program. So if you see man, woman, you will not say where is the Heretta Josh. Our Heretta Josh is right around us. So thank you and thank you very much. This is our program. Mama Heretta Josh.
Good morning, fellow ladies.
Yeah,
It's not a dream, it should not be a surprise to see Loretta George to be in this forms and manner. Are we there? Yes. So, I want to take this time to say thank ever so much to our ever potent lady who just did the presentation of the purpose of the occasion that we are all here for today. And I also want to thank our energetic MC. I love for MC to be the guest in the program and make it live. This alone proved to me the importance of this program today for which we are here, as they have just introduced the purpose. Meaning, since you were born, all of the time a man can be MC, right? Yeah. But you can see our energetic mother. She played a role without any hindrance anywhere. So that means that women can do whatever we the man, woman, then can do. Are we there? Yeah. Having said that, platform guests, all invited hierarchies of our country, representation of the Liberian National Police, the presence of Justice Ministry. I know we have the Ministry of Internal Affairs here represented, present. That is from the Office of the Superintendent. Ministry of Gender as well. Chief elders, women groupings, and every hard-working women of this county, every traditional heads and elders of our county, I want to say you are welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, stand before you to represent my executive director in the name of Loretta George, who is the chief organizer of this program in which we are today, under the banner Women 2030 Seeding Grant. This program is being organized in this county today by the Rescue Women Liberia in collaboration of Web Women and Women 2020 with funding from the European Union, for short, EU. That is the big organization that over everything that is being done here today and that is going to start from here today to go onward is being funded by the European Union. It's another big organization outside there, outside Liberia, that has listened to the cry of the Liberian women in this country, specifically Nimba women, and say that we are women sitting far up, enjoying what is our immunity in our country. We will not sit with that power, that contribution, without going out there into Liberia to give our financial, our moral, our physical support to our friend women in that country, specifically in that part of that country called Nimba County. So, having said that, I will take this time to give you just a brief background of this whole occasion for which we are here today. As we all know, there is no successful society without women being by men. Equally so, there is no successful society without men being by women. And because of that, you see some of us with the women today. The reason is that if you see somebody crying, make a ball, it means now they are giving up the knee help. For so long, women of Liberia, Nimba, have been crying in our tombs. Are we there? Yes. Make a ball, ball. Still, we're sitting there. And now they have sat in corner for long. This time around, they decide to bring it out by calling you in this kind of a constructive forum to discuss what the matter to them. So I ask your indulgence, give your ears, your whole mind, and your strength, your contribution towards their quest so that we can have a sustainable peace in this country. If women get vexed, there is no peace in the country. And it can start from in the house. If women in general just decide to go in someone's corner and decide on something, they come back outside. The first thing, no firewood. catch in a house. Who can put fire? And a woman? Yeah. So they will start their demonstration from the house. From there, they'll start to wear trousers with belt, lay down. The demonstration, when you're not seeing rack, you're not seeing fire, you're not seeing weapon. But you're going. When you go to low places that women supposed to work so that things can happen, you see that those places will start to close. Are we there? Yeah. So, Web Women 2020 has launched a project, a call for proposal, call for application for all civil society, that is female-led, that is women civil society organization, to form a networking advocacy group in order to realize the development of women in participating in their capacity building in order to have a well-developed and a sustained peace and women advocacy in our country. In doing that, they engage the women environmental programs along with Web Women 2030 to be able to send out a grant, that is a call for proposal, all around the world. In Liberia, and today we are in Nimba. And it is this call for application that has brought about this program for which we are here today. That is giving you the opportunity to be able to read out that which has been affecting you over the years. As we all know, that women have started their craft in many forms and manners in the past up to today. And so therefore, if we should have again a peaceful, a well-developed, and understandable, a well-established economic society, then we should be giving our ears and our contributing efforts to those women so that whatever they will be voicing out here today will be heard to the highest office. Our president has named himself the chief feminist. When they say chief feminist, it means he's the highest supporter of female interests in this country. So their program is being established by Web Women Liberia, as well, by Web Women and Women 2020, in order to work with women in Liberia so that they will be able to build their capacity in every area so that the voices, the involvement, the activities of women will be heard at all levels. One of the strategic objectives that they have is to create awareness at all levels of gender equitable best practices and progress in our country. They didn't say to create awareness only in the kitchen. They did not say to create awareness only in Karnplay Women Hall. They say at all levels. So that best practices, that is, if they are doing appointments of our Ministry of Internal Affairs leadership, women will also be in good number. You will not be appointing about 100 persons in this county, in chiefs, commissioners, senate mayor, and whatever position, you have only one or two women as big as Nimba is. We say it's not right. Are we there? Yeah. So that their women will be encouraged and well supported during the time of election when they are interested in participating in political positions, as well as decision making. If there is county council setting, you invite women so that their voices can be heard. They have suggestions to give that will give better face to this country. It is not only women that have ideas. And let me tell you today, if you have never known, you must know it today. Women are the best economists. Whether you accept or not, women are the best managers. Women are stronger in building nations. I can say to you more than even with men. Don't say that and say that one day I gave me a little thing. You see me in the body, I'm not hungry. I'm not rich, but I'm not hungry. They didn't buy me. They have seen my advocacy. They have listened to my advocacy out there before. That's why they say, work with us. I have more school. I give scholarship to children. My father left me with me. If you get here, Faith Academy in Ghana, it's for me. I'm head of motorcycle. I have NGO. So I'm not hungry. But the interest of the way I came up, I saw our mothers, our grandmothers, so primitive. Saw our uncles, our grandfathers, our fathers educated. I asked why our mothers and grandmothers are not educated. It is because they stepped on them those days. And whereas they were to be a part of the educated forces, so that today, Liberia will be a very vibrant and well-developed society. But because men knew or thought it was only men that can build society, they educated only the boys' children and left our mothers out. Are we there? Yes. And so, this program, therefore, through the sponsorship of EU, that is European Union, by Web Women 2030, we are saying, as of today's date, as our stakeholders are well seated here, listening to this little forum, this should be the beginning of whatever women are expecting from men in this country. Are we there? Yes. And so to those of our honorables who have come to represent our high-profile delegates of our country, a lot of you, I expected to have seen my honorable Senate Major here. I believe he has his representation. We all came from the same background. From one of the grassroots background as a motorcyclist. I control born Nimba local. I was proud when I heard that a motorcyclist is a Senate Mayor. Is he not making his contribution? Why you think it will also try with me as you try the former motorcyclist in this city today? It will try with me. Why you think they can't make a difference? The first woman that Liberia ever tried to be president, see the difference she made. People are now comparing today. Say, we wish she was still there. Are we there? Yeah. Mayor. After her, there have been no city mayor for the role she played there since she left. Look at the city. And we know no historians. Why should we say women are not strong enough to participate or to work the men? Now you born your guest children, you sending them to school. Some of them are attending very expensive schools. If you are against empowerment of women, building the capacity of women, then why should you send your guest child to school? Then they all sit down home. When she reach to the age, they forget blame of born and they follow her. And in pregnant, she continue to born rats in your home, you call it children or grandchildren. But you sending them to school so that they can become somebody, right? Yeah. And you, the men, continue to support the issue of suppressing women to be down there when a child graduates tomorrow. What will she do? And she go and say, the money you spend, what become of it? Waste. Right? So if you are expecting your child to come on and become a future leader, partner in development, then you should start to support the ideology of building the capacity of women, creating avenue where they can contribute into this society, so that your child tomorrow, when you shall have been old, you don't want to go anymore to work, your child will come with Jeep, mama and papa, and bring it to you. Let me give you a practical example before I leave. When your girl child and your boy child, or both your boy child and your girl child, when they are educated, and they all go out there, just take into key observation today, which one of them will always come? Feel wanted to bring something for mama and papa. You know the reason why? She will take it from another man who have boy child and bring it. But your boy child will continue to carry to another, Are we there? Yes. So I am saying that it is better so that we can also empower the women. In addition to the men, not only men. Because the men will continue to carry out what woman will bring it in. When you get 300 to go in the market, that woman will not use all. They are very good in subtraction. Are we there? Yeah. And keep. You know the reason why they do it? No. They say that maybe tomorrow Papa will not get some. Yeah. The day Papa said it's tough today, let me go out to hustle. He go out to hustle and he does not get anything, but he come home, he will see something there, right? Yes. He will be thinking, how did mama manage? That subtraction she used to do, she saved it in her economy there. Yes. You economize it. But guess what we can do? Me and my one man, as you look at me looking at it. From the day I take pay, When I go to work, I can count 4 o'clock, but the day I take it, I can count 6 or 7. So now, why have been talking today? Where or not easy? Half of that money finish living to be a garden or just or what can I know? But when woman take it, the first thing, besides our salary, other people can add there. She bring it in the room. Yeah. So for that reason, we say women are the best manager. Women are the best developmental, how they call it, materials when it comes to nation building. Therefore, men, we should put our hand under them so that they can be equal with us when it comes to leadership. We should not step upon them when they want to be in power. Let us continue to try and fail. One day, you will see all of them will start getting stronger. Are we there?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in addition to our brief background of the program for which we are here today, I say to you that this is what I was sent to say on behalf of my boss lady. Yeah? So when you hear somebody say, "Man, woman, I'm he and she," yeah? So thank you. I appreciate your presence here.
So stay in camp. Keep sharing this life.
That was so much. Y'all listen to our brother. All the things what our brother explained that. That's true. So women, we must sit down and listen thoroughly to the thing that we teach us today. So can be able to be the door of it. We shouldn't be the hearers when we hear it pass it also. When you leave from here, you go to do your community, you will be able to explain it better to your women. Okay. The sixth item. The reading of the petition, Jacqueline let us see access. The reading of the petition. You call on Jacqueline, Deputy Joe, to come and do
Keep listening. This is Nimba TV.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jacqueline, Deputy Joe. Petition statement on women political participation and representation in Liberia. Nimba County presented by women organization in Nimba County. Rural women are cynically mad and better get. We the unsigned call on the government of Liberia to protect, promote, and strengthen political participation at all levels of political governance. The free participation and representation of women at all levels of government are necessary conditions to strengthen democracy and the rule of law and act as a multiple attend to equal rights in spheres relating for general equality in Liberia, not just politics. There is a need to acknowledge women's indispensable role to strengthen democracy, to eradicate the violent discrimination that women continue to face, and to take specific measures to achieve the sustained safe participation and effective impact of women in all political decision-making spheres. Women's participation in Liberia women's participation in public affairs and equal access to public positions have been recognized as fundamental rights. That is enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and other relevant instruments include UN Convention on the Elimination of All Rights and other relating instruments. UN Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. CEDAW, the Convention on the Rights of Children. CRC, the AU Protocol on Women and Children. The African Chapter on Democracy, Elections, and Governance. ACDEG, the UNSCR 1325 on Women, Peace and Security, and the Belgium Platform for Action. Others are the Protocol to African Charter on Humans and People's Rights on the Rights of Women in Africa, Maputo Protocol, the ECOWAS Protocol on Demonstration and Good Governance, PDGG, the Supplementary Act related to equality of rights between women and men or sustainable development in ECOWAS Redeem and ECOWAS Gender and Election Strategies Framework. Despite Liberia signatory to this instrument, it has not yet put on special measure in enhancing women's political participation and representation. The political participation of women involves both their integration in public position and the needs for women priorities to be represented in public agenda. In order to brace women in employment and political leadership, from recognitions of the political rights of women to the extent to which women are truly represented politically, it is essential to society and democratic development. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last decades, women's political participation has come to the spotlight, gaining conditionable attention in Liberia. This gain could not have been realized without the constant effort of women and women's rights groups who have organized, mobilized, strategized for their transformation from political statement. Despite notable efforts, the marginalization of women and persistent inequality are among the challenges that continue to limit the full realization of women political participation in Liberia. Women face various hurdles to attain positions of power, which level them underrepresented in various spheres of government. The exercise of women's political rights is clearly affected by the preventions of discrimination against stereotypes that restrict women to domestic spheres and ignore their essential role in political spheres. During the special senatorial and referendum elections of Liberia recently held, the female senatorial candidate contesting in Karnplay County, Madam Bobo Kena, was intimidated threat by traditional forum master, otherwise referred to as country devil, and the assault with two of her female champion team members raped by their supporters of the ruling party candidate in the town of Nobody's. Further, politically, women face many forms of violence that restrict and inhibit their effective participation in spheres of power, including harassing and putting pressure on women them to give up their positions. Judging women based on stereotypes, discriminatory criteria in both traditional and social media, issuing violent messages and threats against women and their families, These physical and symbolic violence against women in Liberia harms their image and their confidence as effective political leaders and discourage their participation in politics. Let us remind you the government that they have an obligation to investigate and punish with due diligence any assault, act of harassment, or any other forms of violent perpetrators against women who are elected officials, candidates or nominees to hold position office. It is sad to state that despite all of the humiliations carried out on Madam Boko Kena, there has been no arrest of the perpetrators. Beyond violence, there are hostile environments that inhibit women's participation in politics, ensuring the quantitative and qualitative representation of women in spheres of power remain a challenge. If the hostile environments such as conservation, social culture, ideas, and women's role in society that result to discrimination, disproportionate level of poverty, and low education and literacy rate among women. With integration of women in political parties and the aspects of political will, it will definitely be impossible for women political participation to be realized. It can be recorded that most of these situations, if not all, were visible during past elections, affecting women participation and elections into political positions. For example, in addition to the nomination fees payable, Section 5.4 of the election guideline comply all aspirants to pay the following registration fees for the following elected offices. 1. President, $2,500 United States dollars. 2. Vice President, $1,500 United States dollars. 3. Senator, $750 United States dollars. 4. House of Representatives, $500 United States dollars. In addition to the amount above, candidates should ensure an indemnity insurance policy for not less than $10,000 United States dollars. These high fees that are leveled on elective posts are some of the items that cost women under political participation and representation. Women often lack the financial resources to support their elective bid and to compete with established politically and economist strong men. Women political participation, representation, and leadership in Liberia has been well below the sub-Saharan average of 23.8% in the 2017 election. 1984, Canada contested the elections for the 27 House of Representatives seats, for which 156 were women. Only 9 female representatives were elected, constituting 12.3%, and 2 female senators out of 30, constituting 6.7%. In December 2020, special senatorial and referendum election, women accounted for just 20 out of 118 candidates. Only one has been certified so far by NEC. National Election Commission. For instance, in comparison with Section 4.5 of the Election Guidelines, the candidate list of the 2017 elections, only 2 of the 23 contesting parties, the Liberia Restoration Party, LRP, and the New Liberia Party, NLP. Candidates, more than 30 of the female continent. Although the government has produced specific gender policy framework that reflect the government's commitment to furthering women political participation and representation. These include its National Action Plan on UNSCR 1325, its 2008 CEDAW Program Report, its National Gender Policy, and a civil servant reform strength that call for greater gender equality and affirmative action. Despite such achievements, we observe that a significant gap remains between formal recognition of the political rights of women and the extent to which women are truly represented politically. The attempt and sustained safe participation and representation of women politically, it is crucial for the rights and interests to feature on the national agenda, on legislation, on public policy, on participatory decision-making process. This can be enhanced by implementing special measures such as gender quota, public funding for women candidates, and other effective that promote women political rights. The adoption of these legislative and administrative measures does not only guarantee the rights of women and other marginalized and vulnerable groups into political participation, but also help to reduce these low-standing social and economic discrimination that women continue to face. The women group of Nimba County strongly believe that the adoption of the 2016 Affirmative Action for Equitable Participation and Representation Act as law, seeking to institute an infallible 30% gender quota on candidate listing and the leadership of political party and participation, and rural barriers to women being elected in Liberia. Unfortunately, there has been no political will to get these implemented by the political ethics. Therefore, we join the women of Liberia, other precious groups, the United Nations in Liberia, ECOWAS, the UN delegation, and the embassy of the UN member states, and the embassy of the United Kingdom of the Great Britain, and the Northern Ireland Bacall on the government through you to support gender responsive legislations, corners of the international and national obstacles that will address the long-lasting issue of underrepresentation of women in political and leadership, in politics and leadership. In closing, we will propose these recommendations. domesticate institutional gender responsive instrument to promote, protect, and strengthen women political participation and representation by enhancing laws that are gender representative. Instituting a gender quota system as support for women political participation and representation in Liberia at all levels. The affirmative action bill in the law to go. Prove women opportunities to serve in appointing positions such as minister, superintendent, media, commission, and etc. Prove considerable financial support to underprivileged female candidates to support their election obligation and campaign activities. Address the issue of violence. Address the issue of violence against women in elections. Participated and research action on the elected Senator Madam Budukena of Babolu County, bring all perpetrators to vote. Now, by the power invested in me, I call on the very group of Nimba County leaders to come and let us present the petition to the government. All leaders of
This is Nimba TV, and we're coming to you live and direct from Karnplay Nimba County. Now it's time to send out the petition to the government that was being read by this wonderful lady. So the women are now coming up. And this program is being funded, this broadcasts, and this program is being funded by the European Union with Women 2030. Keep sharing this live and rescue women like Liberia. Keep sharing this live.
I was sending action here. Petition to the stakeholder by my Annie Debbie Brewer.
Long story, I'll read yourself.
So they're about to give out the petition to the government of Liberia through their local authorities, going through the knowledge of the courts. Stay tuned, keep sharing. This is very wonderful. She read brilliantly a 3 pages petition. If you may say. This is Nimba TV.
Okay. Before then, to our honorable, to our stakeholders, if our superintendent here present, if our district representative here present, our district commissioners from district 1, 2, 3, 7 here present.
Yes.
We are pleased and we are happy to present our town chiefs here present, our community zone heads, and all our stakeholders here present.
Yes.
Okay. Annie, you can proceed.
All the stakeholders, we, the Nimba County women, we ready to give our petition to the government, for you to know that we women, your sister, your mother, your wife, we in the county, for you to guard us, for you to protect us, to carry on whatsoever that we need. And my women, all
all the Ganta women, Sanikoda women, all of you're here?
Yes.
All Nimba County women. By me being the mother of the women here or Nimba County, and we presenting our petition to y'all. We in your hand, y'all protect us. Women, that what we say?
Yes.
So presentation of petition is going on.
So before then, I want for women, yes, I want before the women take their seat, women, you have to give up, have some that the women will take their seat. So before then, I give.
Women don't say that.
Do something along with men.
Women, oh, women.
Women.
Women, oh, women.
Women.
Women don't say that.
Do something positive along with the men.
No, look, I agree on the other swaggy.
So Nimba TV, it is coming to you live and direct from Karnplay Nimba County. This hall we in is the rural women hall that was being built by these various women groupings here in Karnplay Nimba County. So they just wrote a petition for women participation. It has been handed over to the local authority here for onward presentation to the county legislative caucus. But this program is coming to you live through the courtesy of rural women Liberia with sponsorship from EU World Women 2030. Keep sharing this So if you are not for Nimba, this means that this is love and they are showing love and to distribution. Let's go there.
Yes, sir. This one is international, so everybody knows it. Yeah, but we sing this way. We're not singing the go way. Yeah. Liberia today, hey, I see how the lady was talking. Liberia today, Liberia tomorrow, Liberia yesterday, we are special people. Liberia today, Liberia tomorrow, Liberia yesterday, we are special people. Y'all go together, and we be our country. Liberia today, Liberia tomorrow, Liberia yesterday, we are special people. They will not deny us is decision making. Anything that women here inside, you are going to send them to school when they graduate. They must go playing cassava. They must do what they're not supposed to do. They must go fishing before they eat. If woman come on board, the way she on the boat with us. You see our baby people over there? So you must not deny women in Nimba County. And you know you born get her. Don't deny women. And your sister say I want to be quarter C. Don't say what he say. You must respect of you. And what you can do to us, we beg that one woman can't only be now. We all must stand behind that woman. Because your child will be there tomorrow. You may not provoke nobody.
Yes. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation.
Yes.
You have not stop us, you have not discouraged our children not to go to school. Because from common example, the reading that this girl are done today, it shows things that when you educate a girl child, you educate a nation. So you have not stop us when we put our hand in the election to run, you must support us. So we ought to support the home. So we ought to support the children to go to school. So I stop there.
Now one question I want to ask the people that want to go. My friend here, my name is Dan.
Give me your speed.
From Ganta, Boro Pure. The way you say that here, like your question, the men's school fee different, women's school fee different.
No.
The men's school fee different, women's school fee different.
No.
Why?
Yeah, I'll respond. We will tell them.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Celebrating her, she really read the petition well. That's it.
Mama, yesterday put there just now. It's this for themselves. Because then I'm not proud to speak. It's not an easy thing. This girl stood before us here and read it. When asked mistake, then you people just traveling like to say.
Yeah. Nimba County clapping.
Yeah.
That we start.
Hey, really?
Go. Gotta go round. Turn.
Thank you very much. It is time now for remark. We'll call on the superintendent office. Superintendent office will take a remark.
Stakeholder side about to
Thank you
respond to
very
the
much.
petition.
And let me say all protocol observed and sustained. Speaking on behalf of the statutory superintendent office, I'm Joseph Gonzalez, administrative assistant. And now that I would love for my closest lieutenant, the commissioner, to join me. Let me say something briefly before I close up. You don't have space on the TV.
Good morning again. Nino Kabra. Kazunura. Okay, let me stand on the existing protocol to say all protocol observed and sustained. I think this time we just simply say a very big thank you to the donors and organizers of this program. I think what we have here today is enough, that we will pass the message as we move forward. Thank you.
Okay, on behalf of the statutory district administration, let me first of all give thanks to Almighty God for this unique occasion today. And let me thank the planner of this program and the donor. You know, I'm happy that you caused some of our local chiefs to be part of this occasion. Let me assure you that the majority of us at the higher top have attended a lot of workshops and seminars which educate us how to take care of women and how to bring them closer to us. Because as human, let me actually assure you that we saw our parents. The men were busy on the field working while our mothers care for us, the kids, and even the men who go on the field to work. So I'm proud to say that the women are caring human beings that God ever prepared. So in that connection, I'm happy that most of the people who are not undergone the workshop, even though we are still practicing. So I thank you for bringing this meeting closer to our door so that everybody will be part. Because Bele is practicing it. Because you can see most of our stakeholders, women, like zonal heads, town chiefs, they are still few. So we wholeheartedly embrace this idea, and we hope this petition should not stop at our level. Let it clear up, because you know the superintendent is appointed by the higher up. The district commissioner, the township commissioner are appointed, and the city mayors are appointed by the higher up. But at our level, we wholeheartedly embrace it, we receive it, and we will pass it on to the higher up in our office. So thank you very much. Let God be with us.
For the superintendent. The second, I think there, the remark, the magistrate.
Good morning. You're welcome. I think I am Anthony Cooper, the lawyer by profession. And I think I got small of a women passion covered as a small girl. I advise them welcome to women. Since 2005, I've been working with women. At that time, I'm in position. For any girl to become like that today, she will tell you who have been standing by all. We've been working here to establish a place. One thing is your thing very much. That gradual process. Because those days, women in the kitchen, men in front. The tradition carry us like that. That just recently we're trying to know that women are valued. Women are valued. Those days, when they used to be want to confer money, they go pay that. Today, that's not your property. No man can talk it will jail you, that's not your property. But gradual process will change. Gradual will continue to preach it until it change. We who in the court as lawyers, we know it. But many of people don't know. Women no more in kitchen. Again, myself, I incline 12. She do so. When we catch it, so no way. When to Ministry of Agriculture, they few days in Monrovia with Ginny Cooper. When we're talking about aquaculture. The guy saw me and said, but Cooper, how you manage? Every time you in comment. I said, Lucia, you're not working? She said, I'm suffering you. So she said she won't become police. She was fortunately one of the magistrates out here. Anthony Doya. The very day I went to Central, Anthony and myself met her. She was lucky she got it. I said, Doya, they guys say won't be police. So we took her to personnel director. He from who you are here. Immediately get her and say, you get the next training, you part of it. You know, beating women, I feel fear. And he will tell you, yeah, my commissioner here, I live in the room, my wife since I've been here, 12 years, no problem exists. For me, I can do all my things, I respect her. But we'll stand by you people. We'll stand by you people. What delay her is somebody frustrated, I guess she brought a complaint and said, issue the appropriate rate and go for it. They met from here, you went for that man. We'll bring it. But the problem with us is people not changing. When you born by somebody, you want support. When brother no one saying to jail, you will see the same girl start crying. You will see the same parent coming and say, how you born by my daughter, you want support. Lord say you must support. We take good money from you, we give it to the girl. 3 months and run away, go grind you, no problem. But the process started way back. The other one joined together to change it. Women were slave for men those days. Then you will just argue to my office I said, the Lord, a woman got men on there. All of them joined me and said, Cooper, you like that. I said, you the man. You lay down your woman here. The child your girl is there. Your family, they there. They said, man get a problem. I said, what kind of problem there? You going to a woman there. My wife, my second from you, go my play in their home. We walk along, okay, I was sitting drinking king, okay, when period she cook. I care my friend will eat it. I told her, I said, what happened? She didn't feel hungry, but I was hungry. I was drinking you to satisfy myself. While she was beating red, went draw water to come. So your thing very much, that gradual process. We'll fight it.
Okay. The 3 remarks. District 3 office.
Our protocol is also scheme. You don't know me, I'm goal, PR president of TV. And I was 53 legislation, and now I'm working with 54 legislation, PR. And I am dual capacity. I'm oral man and he and she. Because I've been working with ROC for more than 15 years. I was trained for ROC, I trained MDG after my training Banga, the Group in Karnplay Nimba County. left. I went to Monrovia on 1 month, 2 years student. We call it IMAC, Education Men to Economic Practice. I trained men in Cali and Lowly. And I've been working with ROC from day one. Therefore, Ben, this one on 3 PRO, and now he and she. Because when the project start, Madam Jessica called me say, but I work with Puwadi also. So we are 2 friends that put the front together with me. That's all we make this camp. Please come out. Yes, Mr. Dasha Lobe, please come out. He and I, Jessica contacted us. The whole program calling people names that here are this. So here I were willing to work with me. Despite being originally out here, we were willing to work with the men until the end. And besides that, this program is very significant. In a sense, those days our father would get the madam. Father, their father will go buy rice, buy chicken soup, buy pepper, buy onion, buy fish, buy tomato. Father, they will come home drunk. What kind of soup there? No onion in the soup, no oil, no chicken soup, no pepper. Father, so at this time, we the men, we should agree to stand by woman. When we ask you to call somebody call my P, you say far, my P far, my P far. Men as partner in any violence in women and girls. But now it's men as partner in violence in women and girls. We the men, so we say violator we are number 1. Go check in the cells. You see some men. How many women in the cell today? No way. So I urge my citizens of this district, number 1, every citizen that came for the program, thank you very much. Seeing another thing for the implementation. Thank you very much.
Joseph Sonwabe, District 3 representative.
Muslim community. Muslim community. Muslim community. Nobody. Wait. Muslim community.
So it's time for remarks from the Muslim community.
Your Muslim community.
So this is Nimba TV coming to you.
Christian community.
Nimba County.
Christian community. Any pastor? Muslim community. Christian community. Nobody here? No boy? Who brought the money? Can't represent a Christian community.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today before I'm heading nowhere. And what I want to say here is, as we have come today and presented our petition already to our stakeholder, we want to say, stakeholder, please look at us. And we always asking God to direct every one of us. So we pray that God speak to you. We are women. We are not above you. This is why we continue to beg. And listen to all that word in our people today. We are crying on you to look at us. That we are next to you people. We are a youthful helper. We are not different from you. You should look at us that we are next to you. After you people like us. So in anything, you please turn around and look at us. You hold our hand so that we can work with you. So that we all can build a nation. On behalf of the Christian community, we beg. And let God lead us and stop so far.
The 6th remark. Elder. We are calling on Elder to come and give remark. Elder. Elder. Elder, you have not remark. Elder,
Woman can be elder, men can be elder.
Woman can be elder, men can be elder. Men be not elder, men will got you here. Elder, your goal. You soon call it. Elder, your come. Thank you. Elder, thank you. You're very obedient for elder. Okay. We got youth. Youth representative.
Praise God.
Amen.
I'm Nero Zeki. I'm not going to celebrate. To our government of Liberia, our elders, our mothers, sisters. You see, this program is very unique. It's good in Liberia, women be part of every organization or everything we do in Liberia. During those days, our parents, especially the women, they never go to school. And this time around, the modern world that we are living now, the challenge is both sides now, on the women's side and on the men's side. So that is what we need in our country, Liberia, today. And to the government of Liberia, the petition, our mother, they gave you, please, help you work on that. I think one of our sisters was reading the petition here. They having us particular district. It also happened in their county, but the government still fighting over it. So it's not good in a decision maker, then you deny women. Then what will be their portion? And where their family and their parents send them to school for? And we deny them, what will be their interest tomorrow? So we are asking the government of Liberia, in any decision making in the house, you please appoint women so they all can work together. Thank you. I'll stop there.
Okay. We got school authority. School authority. School authority. The teacher. The woman that teaching in school. They're not only men, they're not only men. Woman you teaching, you can come here. School authority.
Yes, MC.
Yeah, school authority.
I'm not police officer. We were invited, but all of this I was not there, so I want to represent the school authority.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, standing before you people, I'm Charlotte Tao, Liberia National Police working with women and children, District 3 and 4. We heartily welcome you people for this unique program. We will stand by you people. We are here for the women. Even in our office, men can say, oh, only women and children. They may not excluded from women. They say women because without a woman, you will not get men. We next to them. So anything that happens, we should be part and parcel of them. Especially in a school. Our teachers of this day, they only focus on budgeting. They continue to do the same. And we are currently asking you people, we want to do it on radio, at least to advise and let girls children take part when it comes to any association in the school.
As we are said in the offices, even down to our very homes, other people still using their girlfriend to be their housewife just to do what in the house. And we are very much important. As ugly as I standing and not even dressed well, I just came in my market, they invited me. I still important to my family members. I still important to the public as we standing. So we are currently asking the government to empower women. And number one, again, we are discussing about many things in circumcision in this county, especially this district. We have in circumcision what school is in session. We are abandoning our grandchildren to delay our time. Nobody say we will deny all of our cultures, but let it be on time. When school not in session, people can go to circumcision because we are part of it. It's our culture. So we went the last time in certain villages, all time they have women in the bush. Some are having their right because they're not going to school. They are married women. They have their homes. But small children, they are in the circumcision. We are not the one to arrest them. But except the city or the district people bring their complaint, then we'll take action against them. So we are currently asking people, and we are embracing the idea women should be respected in the society. Thank you.
Okay. We are calling on our police to come again because they want to hear our school authority. Police, we are calling on you.
Good afternoon. All government officials, parents, dear present. For the organizer, we thank you people very much to bring this group together to earmark them. We'll consider it as earmarking in the sense that I think there is a voice of this district that you people have started. And you shouldn't stop there. In your house, if you want to advise your child or children in the house, you don't just advise them one time. You do it over and over and over continuously until they can pick up. This program, this meeting, it shouldn't only be the last and the first. I beg your office that you should be continuously doing it step by step until everybody can wrap it together. I think by your second time coming, the other group that here, another new people will be added to it, then the idea will be growing small. I think for what are affecting you people, it is what you people are observing for a long period of time. You people have come here to come and give and inform the government about it. Now, as you have started, it shouldn't be the end. Even this petition, if it will be heard, your continuously and be no forcing it on them. You shouldn't just do it one time and then get tired. Because I know you people, the women, you're quick to get tired. And now you're talking about empowerment. Saying indeed, you people know that you've been marginalized for a long period of time. You put in effort before you get any good, or you plan your clubs, you want to get good from it, you got to be served by your club all of the time until your club can give you good help. Good thing that you will eat tomorrow to get fat from it. So I'm saying that to say this thing you'll be on government back all of the time, every day over radio, that this you'll be behind them until they can pick it up. Government is talking about big entity, animal that is very hard to feed. Unless when you be embarrassing the government continuously getting into the ears of them at the only time they can pick up issues. And we hear it, and while we're hearing it that we should be empowering you people, you'll also be there and be encouraging your children that they're too going to school. Like what the school authorities said. Now, if you encourage your child to go into the Sunday Society bush, that means you're not helping. You're not helping in the rightful direction. I think there was certain song here you're singing and say, women in a positive direction, right? Mm-hmm. We don't want that negative direction. Everything have a season. Everything have time. If the thing that's supposed to be happening today, if you force it and happen to another time, it will be disturbing another period too. So you should help your own children then in a positive direction, not in a negative direction. From the police side of this district, which we have come to guide you and protect you people. Commander sent all here to represent him. From here, we'll go and inform him also. We are sitting back as your backbone. Any problem you have with we the men, you'll come and inform us. No matter. The same man is the same medicine for men. We are there for you people. In the policing, there are a whole lot of sections there. I don't know one section. I think if my memory can set me right, we have about almost more sections, but the one that in Karnplay will have about 5 sections here, 5 or 6 sections. When it comes to motor vehicle, when it comes to women and children, when it comes to ordinary case, we got a whole group there. And our bosses are around all that after everything we can send it to them, which is the code. Anything we do, we send it to code. So that code can look into it, who right, who not right, to tell the person say what you did is wrong, you gotta change, you gotta do it this way, you gotta do that way. Then we'll continue to be working together. We need your support also while we're here. Any small thing that happen to your children in there, like people who can go against the women then by grabbing them halfway, doing bad things to them. As soon as you're here, please inform us quick. Time is very important. Thing will happen today, then you'll wait next month, then you start reporting it. It's not good. It happens most of the time. It's not good. As it happened today, you'll inform us today. So that we all can be behind the person who doing a bad thing to bring that person to law for punishment. So that person can continue to be doing it. To set as deterrence to other people who are waiting to do their own. Because if I steal today, no punishment given to me. Then another person is there too, we say, oh, the thing John did it last time, they not do anything to him, I'm going to do my own. Like that, it will not help us in the society. We thank you very much for your program that you put together. You continue by empowering yourself, getting beyond government all of the time. I stop there.
MC, please short me, short time, please, because he mentioned about reporting some cases. When people, you shouldn't feel right there. What we came for? A short time, please. And when it comes to our grandchildren, it's getting too much again. You see our meeting, our district. Please, let's try to report the raping cases on time. Even if we cannot find the doer of the act, bring the person. We will be able to take the person for treatment and check-up because plenty is happening. Please, with the women, we shouldn't say that it be less. What happened is dual play. Something happened last year, June. The people kept it to themselves. They brought a girl in October on the 6th. Send a girl in Moreover. It was too late. So in making our community be there, we are going against ourselves. Let's report things for treatment and check-up. Not all to go to rape cases, the court. But let's take treatment with the children so they can be feeling well in their body. So that's why I want to take you people. Okay. You can people ever so much. That's where we have plan. Your time.
Okay. We are at this time we'll call on Secretary Mayor Office to come and hear you now. Secretary Mayor Office.
Nobody there.
Okay. Then come for us a bit. Come for us a bit. Okay, I'll be in class for them.
Hello. Because of time, all protocols are sustained. On behalf of the President of Liberia, branch in Karnplay City, County Force Office, my name is Junior Frederick Black. People call me Karnplay Nimba. I'm here. The manager, Mr. Motor, sent me to represent the radio station. So to our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our auntie, and etc. On behalf of the President of Liberia and the branch in Karnplay City, the media practitioners, we will extend many thanks and appreciation to you people. And we like to say your plight, your petition is appreciated by the President of Liberia. And, We will work along with you people in any capacities. And we believe that any issues that we are informed of, we will need to publicize and people will know about that. You're welcome.
The remark that will be here now. We are going to call the disabled. 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 Then now, announcement. Abraham, honorable.
So this is Nimba TV, and we're coming to Karnplay Nimba County. Relax, people are taking the mic. As you can see, different stakeholders, the representative of district, Joseph Somwabi,
Announcement, honorable.
Hello. 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 Please leave your announcement. Thank you very much for coming and see you for a few hours. In a program for what we call end-to-end fellowship, and the 10 communities that we call. I know yourself very name and so, and it's on some 1 to some 10. Everybody here, you're supposed to pay your cafe. Yeah? So after eating, we'll call you one by one, you also turn and reach in the morning. Yeah?
Before I take my seat, all the violence what they were talking about. Y'all wait now. All the things what they were talking about violence is that. All the things that society put it on us. Our people then way back. They feel say women not able to do nothing. They get their power in their mouth say women are waiting. Women say the tree can't cross the water. But men can fair tree across the water. That is power that was in here. They now know that women were important in the society. But now, as we go, we now learn plenty things. We know that women can fair the tree across the water. Women can do positive things. The one who sitting inside to say that we will do that one day. That's not me. But now we are appealing to our people there, our honorable men there, to be behind us. When we go explain the thing to people, they talk to us. When we go to them, they must be our background to say the thing what they women they talking that truth. Don't take side, you say those stupid things what they can be talking there are waiting because we've been doing it. Don't make them will go and say they're not good for you to be your wife. They think what are you the one married the woman for me? They will be talking to us. They will be talking to us. But now we are telling you people to be our Bible. That only police can wear with us. When they raise some children, we carry them to the police. The time RC was working with us, we used to carry rape case to them. So they think that now we are telling you people to be our Bible. To be our Bible. Even when one work in a society, you all say yes, the woman is able to do that wedding. But don't say wedding. Wedding she able to do. There's that. Then you carry all down, you say that on us. So for this reason, before I take my seat, I'm appealing to you people to do 1 or 2 things for us. To be able to, you can be woman, say, you can be our Bible. So women there, when you go to something, they say you want a woman to become president or to do this. You can't tell your son to marry to men. Tell your son to go marry to men. Then you want a woman to become chief.
They can be best for women. They don't let one another. Let us let one another. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming. I thank you all for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming. You are opening a prayer today. My daughter, you are opening a prayer today.
So this section is about ending, and this is Nimba TV, and we are here. We stay in Karnplay Nimba County. After we have just a few words of them who read the petition. But let's join the
Men. I don't know how to at school. Man, they are not put a man for my dear days. Mother, do the poor what do I put the mother of Mugwe? Muna. Unu, I have a Rita. Tell the Nato, you appear to Ashley. My phone, Rika. Mercy, I come in no way. No, you told like a Mula. My brother. What I grew up while. Draw down and water. Man, no, no, our so what point, man? Not a son on a daddy. The Macquarie and Chrissy, I probably don't want. Come, I got Yawa. Mamma, come and cry out with you a couple of years. Don't know what now, who bay. Who do I can't see if there is that. Does the any word on what is so what can it do?
Serious education against
What
dead and focus children that are not helping her even with those that she has
Praise the Lord. Amen. Praise the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Can we all bow in prayer? And so, Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, that He will say, thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for our program today. That is what we plan as women. That what we put out today, even our still we put it into your hand in a special way. That you yourself will speak to them. That they will look at us in return. Lord, that what we are asking for will be given to us. As we are leaving from here to go to our burial home, but we are not leaving your presence, we pray that your presence, the Bible, all and carry us safely to our burial home in Jesus' name.
Okay, so that's the end of this program. We're going to take some few words, mainly from the lady who read the speech, maybe from Rescue Women too. We're going to take few words from them. But we're going to be talking to this beautiful lady very shortly. You should just come this way. So we are here. This is Nimba TV, and we are going to talk to the lady who read the speech. Madam, you're welcome. You can bring your nose mask down a little bit because you're just alone, that people can identify your face. You're welcome to Nimba TV. What is your name?
My name is Jacqueline Diabitito.
And which part of Nimba are you from, by the way? Are you from Nimba or from Liberia? Which part of Liberia? Okay, you're from Nimba. Which part of Nimba are you from?
I'm from District 4.
You're from District 4. So how long you been with this Nimba women against gender-based violence?
I've been with them for a very long time now.
Wow. Well, you are a very young kid, and being with the older people and even reading the petition today, how do you feel?
I believe that being young and being among the older people are going to make you more inclined, going to make you more intellectual strong, because they're going to teach you all the things you need to know before time.
Wow. So, what could be your message to other young people out there? in your streets?
My message is always make friends that you're going to get a benefit from. Don't make friends that are going to lead you to peer pressure or something else. Make friends with people who older than you for you to understand what your society and your status, what is happening in your environment. So always look for people that are going to mentor you.
Wow, always look for people that are going to mentor you. So, Nimba County itself has 19 administrative districts, and out of the 19 administrative districts, only one of the administrative district has a female commissioner. How do you feel about that, pushing this agenda?
I feel very bad. Even in Babolu, about Madam Kenyan case, I felt hurt when I heard and read that she was intimidated, she was threatened by Pura Master, even calling her a country devil, and then two of her champions were raped, and then nothing have the government done about it. If we're going to have women in position like that, because if a child for that among many men, you will see a lady run on carpet to get that child out. So if we're going to have me just say majority of women in position, you're going to see to it that they're going to work on this case, but now they are taking it forward. And not only in Babalu County, it is happening. They always marginalizing our women all around Liberia, especially in Nimba County. That's why we're pleading to the government and asking them for women participation and representation for them to be there to plead on our behalf.
So one would say, like you hear from some of the remarks from in there, that as you speak, there are Sunday society issues ongoing, and that has to do with some traditional harmful practices. And you in this community, what is your own thought process?
Now, for me, I say it's their tradition.
Okay.
But then the tradition, we have to limit it. The government have to limit it to the way that during school time, that a technical process not going to go on. But during vacation time, they can continue with that tradition because it's Liberia tradition.
So how about men who hide themselves behind the gospel and intimidating their wives in the various homes, beating on them, abusing them, and other men who are also carrying on sexual exploitation because of poverty? What message you have for them?
I'm going to say it is very sad for them, especially using the gospel mentor and then carry on this act. Because if they continue, one, I'm not judged to judge them. Of course, we all know, but they doing it on their own breaks because the Bible self said it. They say they're going to judge everyone. So because I'm not a judge, I won't judge them right now, but they're doing it on their own race.
Okay, so what is your name again?
My name is Jacqueline Deritido.
Okay, thank you, Jacqueline Deritido. And we're going to talk to one of the rescue women of Liberia. So maybe we can just talk to you shortly. Please, can you get on the screen? So we are here. We're going to talk to her shortly. Can you please introduce yourself? Can you just introduce yourself? You can bring the notes back down because you're alone, that we can hear you clearly.
Yes, I did not be social worker for rescue women at the US.
Okay, today you have this program here in Karnplay. What is your own, way of looking at how things went today?
Well, I'm so happy. Our women are happy. They were able to send a petition to our stakeholder, to the government. So today I'm so happy and proud of our women of Nimba. Their attendance was so overwhelming. I'm thank you for the program.
Okay, so what special message do you have for them?
For the women of
Yes,
Nimba.
for the women of Nimba, the women all over the world,
Yeah,
all
the
over
women all over the world. My message to you guys is for us to hold together as women. If one woman decides to do something, we should get our support. We have to stand for one another.
Okay, thank you so much. And for and on behalf of all of us, we're going to close the broadcast from here. This is a funded program from RACI, not RACI, but the Rescue Women Liberia, funded by the EU Web or Women 2030. Thank you so much for joining us.